In this video, I want to show you how you can set up blind grading or anonymous grading if you're grading essay questions that are part of As You Learn quizzes. Let's get started. This blind grading tip is only relevant if you use quizzes, if you use essay questions, and you use manual grading. Now within this course site, I'm a teacher, and when I click on Exam 1, I have some essay questions, and what we recommend to faculty grading essay questions is that you go under the gear and go to manual grading, so that when you come here, you get a listing of all the students and their responses, and then you can just enter comments and enter their points. Within this view, though, you always see their name by default. Knowing that we all have implicit bias and different impressions of different students, the idea of anonymous grading is that I just simply remove that name, that I see the question, I see their response, and I grade them. And it's recorded to the grade book, but as I'm grading, I don't see the student names. Now I'm going to show you the steps to allow for anonymous grading. My first step, I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to return to the main course page. I'm going to click on participants. Right now I'm just a teacher within this course, and what I'm going to recommend is that you click the pencil below teacher and add yourself as a secondary teacher, and then click this icon to save that. So now I have two roles. I'm going to return to the main course page, and now under the gear I'm going to go to More. There are two tabs, Course Administration and Users. I'm going to go to Users and then to Permissions. From here, I'm going to override the role of the secondary teacher. Secondary is below a teacher. It means they can't add other teachers to the site. But right now, I'm the only other secondary teacher, so I'm going to change what that role can do within a course. There are a lot of permissions listed, so what I'm looking for is students' names while grading, so I did a find. I locate that permission. By default, it says inherit or allow. I'm going to click prohibit for both of these. See student ID numbers, that would be their banner ID. I'm going to say prohibit. See students' names while grading, prohibit. But again, that's only within the context of manual grading of essay questions within quizzes. This is a very limited way in which I'm hiding those names. Scroll to the bottom and hit Save Changes. Now I'm going to return to the main course page. So I did two things here. One, I added myself, in addition to being a teacher, to adding myself to being a secondary teacher, and then I modified the permissions for secondary teacher. So now when I click Exam 1 and I go under the gear and go to manual grading and I hit grade, now I get grading attempt 1 of 2. So there's the question, this is the person's response, I write comments and I assign points, but I don't know who I'm grading at the time that I'm grading. Now it's important to note here, if I go back to Exam 1 and just go to attempts, I can always look at any individual student's grade. So for example, this is Grumpy Cat. If I hit review attempt, I'm going to see all of their answers to the questions, including the essay question. I'm only hiding the name within the context of manual grading. I hope this helps.